Okay, so now 37th question of 3 marks. Okay, state and prove a basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. Okay, so here they have directly asked us to write a Thales theorem, and you know the answer for this. So I will not explain this step by steps. I'll just read out the lines so that you'll have a clear idea. Do not skip any lines, so you have to be thorough with all the steps. Okay, so I'll just start reading. Given ABC is a triangle, whereas DE is perpendicular to BC. DE intersects AB and AC at D and E respectively. To prove that AD by DB equal to AE by EC, construction, draw DM perpendicular to AC and EN perpendicular to AB and join BE and a CD. Proof. Area of triangle ADE is equal to half AD into EN. Area of triangle BDE is equal to half DB into EN. Area of triangle ADE is equal to half into AE into DM. Therefore, triangle ADE by triangle BDE is equal to half AD into EN divided by half DB into EN. So EN get cancelled, half of get cancelled, so it remains with AD by DB. We are considering this as equation 1. And angle of ADE by angle of ECD is equal to half AE into DM divided by half EC into DM. Here DM get cancelled, half of get cancelled, so it remains with AE by EC. So we are renaming it as equation 2. So but triangle BDE and triangle DEC are triangle BDE and triangle DC are on the same base DE between the same parallels BC and DE. Therefore, triangle BDE is equal to triangle DEC. So from equation 1, 2 and 3, hence we are proving AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So we need to write all the steps to get the 3 marks. Okay. So this is all about Thales theorem. So now moving on to the next question. That is the last questions, which is of 5 marks. Roman number 4, and it is of 5 marks. Okay. So read carefully the questions. Do not miss out any steps in this because it is 5 marks question. So I'll explain it clearly. How do we solve this? Okay. So the question is 38th question, Roman number 4. An insect control device made of a cylinder, a frustum of cone and a hemisphere attached to each other as shown in the figure. Okay. Now, sticky liquid is okay. So now this is the last question of 2024 question paper. So it carries 5 marks. Okay. Do not miss out any steps here. So I'll explain it clearly. So now let's start with the question. So 38th question, Roman number 4. An insect control device made of a cylinder, frustum of a cone and a hemisphere attached to each other is as shown in the figure. Sticky liquid is completely filled in the hemispherical part. If the radii of hemisphere and cylinder are 21 cm and 14 cm respectively, and total height of the device is 60 cm and height of the cylinder is 15 cm, then calculate the curved surface area of the device, and also find the quantity of the sticky liquid in the hemisphere. So they have given the picture as well. So this is nothing but the, what do we say, good night. If you have seen the good night which kills insects, which we keep it on the night, so it is in the shape of bulb, not exactly, but yeah, it has a liquid and it um, helps us to kill the mosquitoes. Okay, so now this shape, this control device has three shapes. One is cylinder, that is upper part is of cylinder shape, then the middle part is of frustum of cone shape, and the last, which has a liquid, this part is of hemisphere. Okay, so now it is attached to each other. Now what is the data they have given? They have given the height of the cylinder, that is 15, and they have given height of the entire control device, that is 60 centimeter. Okay, and they have given R2 is 14 centimeter, that is radii of the cylinder and radii of the like first radius of the frustum of cone, and the radii, second radii of the frustum of the cone is 21 centimeter, and radius of the hemisphere is also 21 centimeter. This is what we have got to know from the given data. Now I'll just start writing. So they asked us to find the quantity of the sticky liquid, sorry, they asked us to find the curved surface area of the device, entire device, CSA of the device. So how do we find, like, what is the formula for the CSA of the device? So CSA, that is curved surface area of the device, is equal to, I'll write here, that is, it is a combination of the three shapes. So that is CSA of cylinder plus CSA of frustum of cone CSA of frustum of cone plus CSA of hemisphere. So now we need to find the CSA of cylinder first, then CSA of frustum cone, then CSA of hemisphere. So once we have the answer for all these three CSA of shapes, we can just add these to find the CSA of the device. Okay, so now let's start with CSA of the cylinder. So this is a formula you have to write in the first, so that you'll have an idea what are the data you need to find out. Now I'll just start finding the CSA of the cylinder. Okay, so CSA of the cylinder, So what is a formula for CSA of cylinder? It is nothing but 2 pi r and h. So now what is given here? I'll write the given data first. So do we know the radius of the cylinder? Yes, we know it. So radius of the cylinder is nothing but r is equal to 14 centimeter. Okay. Do we know the height of the cylinder? That is h. Yes, h is nothing but 15 centimeter. Okay. Now we'll apply the replace these values with the given data. That is CSA of cylinder is equal to 2 into pi. So we'll write what is the value of pi is nothing but 22 by 7 into r is nothing but 14 and h is 15. So that is 7 ones are 7 twos are. So it is 2 into 22. 2 into 22 is 44. 44 into 2 is nothing but 88 into 15. So 88 into 15 is nothing but 1320. Okay. Do not forget to write the unit. So here unit is cm square. So now we got the answer of CSA of cylinder. We know it. So what is the value of CSA of cylinder is nothing but 1320 centimeter square. Okay. Okay. So now we know the value of CSA of cylinder, that is nothing but 1320. Now we need to find the CSA of frustum. So I'll write the formula first. Okay, that is CSA of frustum. So what is the formula for CSA of frustum? It is pi r1 plus r2 into L. Okay, so pi r1 plus r2 into L. So here, do we know the value of r1 and r2? Yes, we have the r1 and r2 value, whereas r1 is 21 and r2 is 14. It is given in the figure. Do we know the value of L? No, we do not know the value of L. So without knowing the L, we cannot find the CSA of frustum. So what do we do here? We need to find the L value first. Okay. So to know the L value, we have the formula L is equal to root of h square plus r1 minus r2 whole square. Okay. So we have this formula to find the L value. Now let's see h. Do we know the h value? No. Do we know the r1 value? Yes. R2 value? Yes. But do we know the h value? No. So what do we do here? So we need to find the h value first. So how do we find it? Okay. Height of the frustum. H is nothing but height of the frustum. So height of the frustum is nothing but it is, so we know the entire height of the given product is 60 and we know the height of the cylinder. So the remaining height of the frustum will be 60 minus 15 plus 21. Okay. This is the height of the cylinder. This 60 is entire product height. So 15 is cylinder height, 21 is hemisphere height. That means they have given 21 as radius of hemisphere. So that is nothing but height of the hemisphere. Okay. So if we add these two, height of the cone and height of the hemisphere, and minus it with total height, we'll get the height of the frustum. So that is nothing but 24 centimeter. Okay. Now we know the h value. So if we know the h value, we can find the L, length of the frustum. So that is L is equal to root of h square plus r1 minus r2 whole square. That will become, we know the h value now. H is nothing but 24 square plus, what is r1? R1 is nothing but 21 minus R2 is nothing but 40. This is given in the figure. Okay, square. So if we simplify it, it is become 24 square. What is the square of 24? It is 576. Okay, plus 21 minus 14 is nothing but 7. Okay, 7 square is nothing but 49. So if we add 576 plus 49, we get answer as root of 625. So what is the root of 625? It is a root of 25. So now we know the value of L as well. Okay, so since we know the L of frustum, we can find the CSA of frustum. Okay, so we know the formula for the CSA of frustum, that is nothing but pi R1 plus R2 into L. Okay, so I'll write it again. CSA of frustum is equal to pi into R1 plus R2 into L. So pi value is nothing but 22 by 7. R1 is nothing but 21 plus R2 is nothing but 14. This is given. L is, we have found out that L is 25. So now 22 by 7 into 21 plus 14 is nothing but 35 into 25. 7 ones are 7 fives are. So if you multiply 22 into 5 into 25, the answer is 2750 centimeter square. Okay, this is the answer of CSA of frustum. Okay, so now last one is CSA of hemisphere. Hemisphere. So what is the formula for CSA of hemisphere? It is 2 pi r square. Okay, here hemisphere radius, we know that is nothing but 21. They have given in the figure, so we'll do it. 2 into pi is 22 by 7. R square is nothing but 21 into 21. Okay, so 7 ones are 7 threes are 21. So if we multiply 2 into 22 into 23 into 21, we get answer as 2772 centimeter square. Okay, so now we know the value of CSA of cone, CSA of frustum, CSA of hemisphere. So now we need to find the CSA of the device. Okay, therefore CSA of the device is equal to CSA of, right, first is cylinder. I have taken CSA as a common. Okay, cylinder plus frustum plus last one is hemisphere. Okay, now what is the CSA of cylinder? 1320 plus what is the CSA of frustum? 2750 plus what is the CSA of hemisphere? 2772. So if we add these three, we get 6842 centimeter square. So we have got CSA of device. Now they have asked another question in the question, so that is quantity of the liquid in hemisphere. Okay, so that is nothing but quantity of the liquid in hemisphere. When they ask the quantity, or when they ask, because it is a liquid, whenever liquid comes in the picture, it's nothing but volume. So This is nothing but volume of the hemisphere. Okay, we know the formula for formula to find the volume of the hemisphere. So what is the formula for volume of the hemisphere? 2 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, so that is 2 by 3. Pi is nothing but 22 by 7, and r, what is the hemisphere radius? That is 21. I'll write 3 times because it is cube. 21 into 21 into 21. So 7 ones are 7 threes are 3 ones are 3 ones are 3 got cancelled. So if we multiply 2 into 22 into 21 into 21, the answer is 19404. So what is the unit of volume? Centimeter cube. So 19404 centimeter cube is the volume of the liquid. Okay, if you write all these, you get 5 marks. Okay, yeah, that's all. So this covers the 2024 question paper, that is 2024 April final exam question paper. So in the next video, I'll be covering the August question paper, that is revised question paper, supplementary question paper. Okay, thank you.